The Felixstowe branch links the Great Eastern Main Line to the port of Felixstowe. The line is 12 miles long from where it branches off at Westerfield on the East Suffolk Line and sees a healthy mixture of both passenger and freight trains. Passenger services originate from Ipswich. The station was opened in 1860 and today sees trains running predominantly between London and Norwich. Ipswich also sees connecting services from Cambridge and Harwich. Operated by Greater Anglia, our two-car Class 156 diesel multiple unit forms 2 Romeo 14, calling at Westerfield, Derby Road, Trimley and Felixstowe. Note the use of Train Simulator's Track Monitor, which will be displaying real-time running information throughout our journey. At East Suffolk Junction, the GEML continues straight ahead towards Norwich, whilst we diverge to the right. Designated the Super Sprinter by British Rail, the Class 156 was built by Metro Camel at Washwood Heath between 1987 and 1989. Powered by a Cummins engine, they have a top speed of 75 miles an hour. In total, 114 two-car sets were built and can be seen operating in parts of Northern England, the Midlands and Scotland. The Anglian 156 fleet has since been replaced by Class 755 bi-mode multiple units, the new trains being able to run on either a diesel engine or at 25 kV AC on overhead power lines. Westerfield opened in June 1859. Trains to Lowestoft branch off here and head along the East Suffolk line via Saxmundham, which currently sees an hourly service. On the morning of the 25th of September 1900, a GER Class Y14 steam locomotive stopped at a signal on the Ipswich side of the level crossing, awaiting a route into the Felixstowe branch. Shortly afterwards, the boiler exploded, killing driver John Barnard and his fireman William MacDonald. The boiler was thrown 40 yards over the level crossing and ended up on the down platform. The locomotive was reported to have had a history of boiler problems, although in the official report, the boiler foreman at Ipswich was blamed. The Act of Parliament for the Felixstowe Railway and Pier was granted on the 19th of July 1875. Derby Road opened with the line as Derby Road Ipswich on the 1st of May 1877. In 1891, the station was rebuilt with a second platform. The Suffolk Chronicle described its location as being the most inconvenient. During the line's pre-opening inspection by the Board of Trade, the Mayor of Ipswich unsuccessfully made representations for an additional stop half a mile to the north between Spring Road and Woodbridge Road. People living on the eastern side of the town generally prefer to use Derby Road when travelling to Felixstowe, and the station could be very busy on sunny weekends with day trippers to the pier. They could reach the station on the Ipswich tramway, which terminated outside the entrance. Consequently, many trains from Felixstowe turned around here instead of continuing to Ipswich. In 1967, the branch was converted to pay train operation, with all fares being collected by the guard, so that no staff were needed at the stations other than a signalman. With the increase in freight traffic since the 1960s, by 1986 there were between 12 and 13 container trains in each direction. The lengthy trains could not pass each other at Derby Road due to the shortness of a loop. The loop was extended in 1999, and at the same time the line was re-signalled, control passing to Colchester Panel signal box. Subsequently, this led to the closure of all individual signal boxes on the branch. Milepost 78, measured from London Liverpool Street, marks the site of the former station at Allwell, which closed in 1959 to allow for an all-new accelerated diesel-powered service, which was introduced on the 15th of June 1959. This reduced the journey time from Ipswich to Felixstowe from 35 to 24 minutes, which allowed a diesel multiple unit to work there and back within 1 hour. Trimley is the last intermediate station before Felixstowe. It was opened by the GER in 1891 and built to the design of William Neville Ashby, the company's chief architect. In order to accommodate additional freight traffic, a second route to Felixstowe docks was built and opened from here in 1987. As we near the end of the line, it's worth noting that 2 accidents occurred at Felixstowe Town, the first of which happened a few weeks before the Westerfield accident on the 1st of September 1900. An up passenger train travelling from Felixstowe to Ipswich left the station and passed a signal at danger. This resulted in a low-speed collision with a freight train arriving at the same time, resulting in 12 injuries. The investigation by the Board of Trade concluded that the fault lay with the driver, which he readily admitted. The locomotives involved were a GER Class T19 on the goods train and a Class M15 on the passenger train. The second accident occurred on the 19th of July 1933, when a signalling error caused a locomotive to run back into a rake of carriages after it had uncoupled from them. 13 people were injured. The first station in Felixstowe was not in the town but at the pier on the river Allwell. Felixstowe Town opened in 1898, and this has been the only station in the town since 1967, following the closure of Felixstowe Pier in 1951 and Felixstowe Beach in 1967. If you liked watching this video and would like to stay up to date, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. To ensure that a video reaches your subscription feed, please turn on notifications by clicking on YouTube's notification bell. You can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter for further updates. Thank you for watching and take care.